Hi, Divine Feminine. It's me, Gigi, coming on with our weekly energy. I'm so pumped about this. We have that last new moon and solar eclipse of the decade. Such powerful energy. Really excited to channel for you guys. I do have to take a moment to just give thanks to all the people that have been supporting me. I love you guys, and I'm very, 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 very grateful for you. If you are new and this message resonates, please hit that subscribe button. Also, guys, make sure you are liking, commenting, sharing these videos just so I can know how they're affecting you. And I really am trying to reach as many people in the collective, so I appreciate any support whatsoever. Do keep a lookout for that tarot party video. I'm going to give away 3 free readings because I've officially reached over 200 subscribers. So thank you guys for that. That being said, let's jump right in. I want to ask the universe to place a bubble around me and anyone else tuning into this video. Fill that bubble with bright white light, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. Make me a clear channel for the Divine Feminine Collective. Also, guys, I am starting a new reading on the channel, a message to DM. So please be on the lookout for that. And let's jump right in. Woo! Cards are jumpy. Okay, first card out, 2 of Cups. I also got a new deck, guys, and I feel like this is the perfect deck for my Divine Feminine. It's the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I am in love with it. King of Cups. I have been in love with it since I got it for my graduation gift for my little brother. Shout out to Deshaun. His name is Deshaun, but I call him Deshaun. Yeah. Ooh. Knight of Swords. Page of Swords. What? So just straight movement through the week. Okay. See, let me get 2 more cards. The World. Wow, Divine Feminine. I knew I was excited about this reading for a reason. There's so much energy going on. Last card. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers is our outcome. The Lovers. So, wow, there's some twin flames coming into union. There is a lot going on within the love life. Let's break this down. Starting with the 2 of Cups, Divine Feminine, you already know. You've been working on your healing journey, doing it big. Like, you have been focusing on yourself, which is why you brought this balance in. It's why you're attracting the new love. It's why you're attracting this positive and just extremely just powerful energy because of the work you've been doing for yourself. You've been taking care of yourself, healing from the inside out. And so your life is now a reflection of all the work that you have been doing and all the things that all the pieces of the puzzle that you've placed together to get to this exact divine moment. In Divine Feminine, you're here. So not only is this you being balanced within, it's you finding or connecting with the other part of you. And that part is whole. So I shouldn't even say part, with the other form of you. For those of you guys that are twin flames that are coming into union, this is direct because it starts with the 2 of Cups and ends with the Lovers. So for those of you guys that do have a twin flame, this is you coming into union and balance through your own healing work. It's like your twin flame. We all know twin flames are direct mirrors. They are our souls in another body. So therefore, if you've been doing the work, and this is your true twin flame, then that person too has been doing the work. And even if it's been there's been blockages through third-party situations, there's been lies, there's been deceit, there's been low vibrational energy, because we all know that twin flame journey, for those of us that have been on it for a long time, is not simple. It's not easy. It's constant triggers, constant battles, uphill battles, non-stop work. And it's literally being with the person that is a direct reflection of you. So therefore, all those wounds that you needed to heal, all of the energies that have been dragging you down, so to speak, those are reflected to you in that other person through their actions and the way that they treat you. So therefore, the more you're healing and loving yourself, this allows that person to be in that space and energy to love you back. And that is what is exactly happening at this time. For those of you guys that are not twin flames and are not connected with that, this is just you. Because of the love you've been giving yourself, you are going to attract new love. Or if you are already in a connection with a soulmate or with your spouse, whatever is your situation within love or within your relationships in your life period, there's a lot of loving energy flowing in. And it's only because of the fact that you stood up, you loved yourself. So Divine Feminine, raise up, give yourself a hug, love yourself this week. And throughout the next decade, guys, you made it. And no one did this but you. You made it because of what you decided to do and because of the fact that you rose up. You did this. King of Cups, this is you sitting pretty on your throne. I love this deck because it's all women, like all women of all different kinds, you know, just everything. So Divine Feminine, this is perfect. You are in this space this week of looking around your life. You're sitting on your throne. You're looking around your life and you're realizing, wow, everything that is taking place right now, all of this balance that's coming in, all of these new things that I'm attracting, even though it is a bit scary, these are in alignment with me and my new journey and the purpose of who I came here to be. Now you're feeling emotionally fulfilled because you know why? You fill your own vessel and you fill your own cup, and that is something that is not temporary. That's something that you know will be there consciously no matter what else is going on outside of you. So the fact that you've stood up and you've gained this confidence and this clarity and this power, and it's all from within, it cannot be taken away from you and it can't be shaken by outside circumstances. And this really is an empowering moment in your life, Divine Feminine. So if you guys are feeling down and out, or you're feeling like you aren't on the right path, for the Divine Feminine collective that I am speaking to, you made it. You're on the right path. And even if things outside of you right now are not a reflection of that, they will be. You have reached a level of emotional maturity and emotional stability that you have never known in this lifetime. And it's really unfamiliar to you. So things are a bit shaky right now. And I kind of see a bunch of you guys feeling like, am I really in alignment? Is this real? Have I been doing this work? Has the work been working? Have I been healing in the way that I needed to? You have. And there's just movement. I mean, look at how powerful the energy is. We went straight from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords, and they both fell out at the same time. So it's like you've taken baby steps over your lifetime. Over this lifetime so far, you've taken those baby steps and a little bit stood in your truth, and every single day it became a little bit more. So it's like, okay, I'm honoring my truth a little bit, but I still have this reservation. And it's like every single day you get closer and closer to your truth, to the point where you awaken and there's no going back. You've finally aligned with the person that you came here to be. You've gotten so close to your truth that even if you wanted to go back and pretend that you didn't know your truth, or pretend that, you know, you're not in alignment, or I don't know, just pretend with someone, or not even pretend, I'll say dim your light in any way, you can't. It's literally like you don't know how to. And other people are going to see that and be like, wow, she thinks she brand new, like, she's doing these things. Ooh, I got a new sage stick. It smells like weed. I don't know. Sorry, it hit my nose. I'm like, what? It smells just like weed. Anyways, yeah, you've gotten so close to your truth and just honoring your own inner light. Nothing outside of you can change that. Nothing outside of you can shake that. And it's a beautiful place to be. Divine Feminine, rise up. You did this work. You are you now. There's no dimming that. There's no taking away. And this person's not afraid. I feel like your truth sometimes may be harsh to others. Maybe people in your life that are used to you playing it small, not necessarily speaking out, not honoring your own inner truth, or not shining your light as bright because you don't want to blind them. Not moving in a space of being who the fuck you came here to be. And now you can't move that way anymore. All of this healing that you've done has brought you to this place of security and balance within. And when you have that kind of security and balance, You're going to speak your truth because you know that no matter what, you got you. No matter what happens throughout this life, no matter who's disappointed in what you have to say or doesn't honor your truth in the way that you do, you have you. And when you have security and stability within yourself, you're built on a whole different kind of foundation. You're coming from a whole different way. As I say that, I look over and I see the World card. Full cycle, full cycle, full circle. This is how we end in the 2019. This is how we're ending this year. This is how we're ending this decade. This is how we are rocking it. We have done so much healing. And for those of us that started our healing journey, because I know I've been on my spiritual journey for 4 years now, and the last 6 months of it have been sped up. Like, I've had so many ups and downs, so much growth from when I started to right now. But the last 6 months, I feel like was just like this. I blinked and everything was different. Everything was coming full circle. Things that didn't make sense to me before now make sense. I'm realizing that it was never about other people. And this is what's happening for the Divine Feminine Collective that I'm speaking to. This was never about anyone outside of you. It was never about your twin flame. It was never about your soulmates. It was never about your family. It was never about any of that. Like, yes, were you sent here to break those cycles for your family, and were you sent here to do work for, society, and maybe you're doing work to call in that love, but it was never about them. No, it's about the work that you came here to do. And the cycle that you're entering is all about that. You honoring your own inner beauty, you honoring your own divine feminine, you honoring your own life's wisdom and your own life's message, and you honoring what you came here to do, the work that you have to do here and complete to create a new consciousness. The vibration of the world is raising right now. And the Divine Feminine Collective that I'm channeling for, you guys have been working so hard, but you will notice and resonate with what I'm saying. The last 6 months kind of felt like a blur. That's how fast you were moving. It was just like everything went so quickly. I just envisioned a gravity ride at a carnival, like how you're in this tube, you're standing up, and you have no seat belt or anything buckling you, but it's spinning you around, and you can look around you, but everything's just going so fast. Or even when you're using the teacups, that's how this last 6 months went. You were living it, but everything was like a tornado. It just happened so quickly, both good and bad. You lost people. Ultimately, it was all for your highest good, but you maybe lost situations or let go of things that didn't serve you anymore. You changed your mindset. Maybe some directions that you were moving in that you thought were in alignment with you, they've shifted. You have shifted your consciousness, and it was all so that you could get to this exact moment before this new decade hits, before 2020 vision flows in, before you are just metamorphosis. You're going to reach out. Like, this cycle that is beginning is when you full expose yourself. Your light is so bright that I feel like people are like, oh, it's like the sun. Like, it's bright. And you don't care. You've done the work to be here. And for those of you guys, like I said, that are in twin flame connections, or even if you are not, just those that have been seeking love, the fact that you decided to let that vision go for a little bit and honor your own truth and do your own inner work is what calls that very thing in. Because we end with the lovers being your outcome. This is it. You're going to be attracting those situations that are in alignment with you. You're going to be attracting the love that you desire and that you deserve. And it's like, it's going to put everything to shame. If you have been with your twin flame, and you guys have been, we have that runner chaser dynamic. We have that where we get close to union and then it pulls back, or he pulls back, or she pulls back, whatever happens. We know how twin flames go. It's constant. It's been cycle upon cycle upon cycle. It's like when you get together this time, you're going to know that this is the real deal, that there's no changing it. There's no going back. This is it. You guys have come into union and your souls have binded. Mind you guys, twin flames does not necessarily mean romantic connection. Maybe you guys just come to union, but it's not in the traditional sense. The twin flame union is not about tradition, guys. It's about teaching this planet the higher vibration of unconditional love. We can't love conditionally and see our connection through the eyes of the human being and of the human race, because they've put all these stipulations on love that are actually non-existent. So this is you realizing that you're coming into union in the way that you and your twin agreed this lifetime before y'all even came together. And some of y'all twins are literally like, look, I know that we have this connection. I know that I want to be with you, and I know that we're coming into union, but your work is bigger than me. And your twin, if it's your true twin, they will honor that. They will honor that. Some of y'all have signed up to not, not be in a romantic connection because you have work that's bigger than that. It's beyond that. And it's okay. That doesn't block y'all from union. In fact, it might bring y'all closer because now you always have that forever best friend. You always have someone that will understand you, and that is you. You are them and they are you. A reflection, a direct reflection. There's nothing small about this. So rise up, divine feminine. You did this. You did this shit. Wow. 2 pentacles and the 3s. Yeah. I don't even read reversals. No, I'm not going to read it in reverse now because I feel like that's what it's coming to. That's what it is. Let me get one for the love. Okay. I was so excited to get this reading. Oh, divine feminine work. You did this. First card out, clarifying the 2 of Cups, is the 9 of Cups. So when I look at this deck, more than any other deck I've ever seen, I feel like this is that love that you feel for yourself within. And that is why you were able to attract a love without. Because in order for you to fully love someone else, you must love yourself. I was listening to Maya Angelou, one of her little speeches, and she said, an African proverb said, be careful when a naked man offers you a shirt. Because if he had a shirt, he would cover himself before he offered to cover you. So therefore, this is basically saying you can't trust somebody that's saying that they love you if they don't even love themselves. Because in order to fully love someone else, you have to love yourself. Otherwise, you're never loving from a place of detachment. You're loving from a place of needing. You're loving from a place of give me, give me, give me, give me. And if that's where you come from, then it's not of a genuine space. If that person was to walk away from you or for some reason have to do something within their journey that you don't understand, your love for them would be gone. And I'm not saying that, we didn't love people, because I know for a long time I did not love myself in the way that I needed to, but I loved everyone, but it was from a place of codependency and attachment. So therefore, now that you're in this space of loving yourself first, you can openly love someone unconditionally. It's like you love that person enough to liberate them. You love that person enough to free them up and to trust that they have things within their journey that you may not understand. And it always brings you back. If you're a twin flame, it always brings you back. And if you aren't a twin flame, but you are connected with someone that you are meant to be connected with, it always comes back. That is where that quote or that saying comes. When you love something, set it free. If it returns, it was meant to be. It was yours. If it doesn't, then it was time for you to let it go. But the point of it is, love liberates. Unconditional love truly liberates. You don't want to keep someone tied down. Ultimately, you want that person to experience everything. You want that person to be able to grow and to be themselves, even if that sometimes means that it's not with you. And I feel like you've reached this level of emotional maturity and just a space of unconditional love within, and it's changed the way that you honor and work in your relationships outside of yourself. You're giving people space now to make their own mistakes and to make their own journey. And you've given yourself that space. And I feel like this week you look over all of the things that got you to this very moment, to this very point, and not even just from this year. Like I told y'all, the last 6 months have been sped up for us that are on this collective journey to heal consciousness. They've sped up. So you're looking over your lifetime and you're like, wow, that is where I came from. I'm never going back there, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful that that is where I came from. I'm grateful that those are the moments that got me right here. And if I had to go through everything that I went through back there to get to this space, I give thanks to the Most High. I give thanks to the universe. I give thanks to Gaia. I give thanks to Mother Earth, because you have finally realized it was never about the destination. It was always about the journey, and the journey gets you to the destination. The journey takes you there. And even when you reach that destination, you don't stop. Divine Feminine, you know that. We can get there. We don't stop. We just keep evolving. By this time next year, you look back like, damn. Because 2020 is what your next decade is going to look like. 2020 will be the reflection and the catalyst that jump starts the rest of your fucking life. So it's not playing it small. The Divine Feminine that I speak to, that I've been doing this work, girl, boy, whatever your energy is, but it's a Divine Feminine. Whatever your shell is, you still a Divine Feminine if you resonate with the message. You did the work, and because of that, you will receive the rewards. You will reap the rewards. You've held generational cycles, curses. And because of that, the changes that you've made, no one in your family, even your elders, can't help you. Your ancestors could, because they're over there cheering. Ancestors are like, whoop, whoop, whoop. You did it. You did it. You crossed over. You made it. You've made it past where any of us have already. Now we're going to guide you to keep going. You can't stop. This is it. You've reached this part of your journey because it was your time. We got the High Priestess coming out to clarify the King of Cups. She literally is in this space of just following her intuition and being who she came here to be. Sorry, guys, I use the term she because Divine Feminine. It's just easier. Don't pay attention to the shell. Pay attention to the energy. So anyways, you don't have nothing to worry about. You've done your research. You've done your healing. You've been learning, and the ancestors, guides, angels, mentors, y'all have been doing astral travel, getting skills and things from other places you didn't even know. And it's like your talents are all coming in. Everything you've learned over multiple lifetimes, because it took you multiple lifetimes to even cross this threshold. You've surpassed your past cycles. You surpassed the things of your ancestors. You surpassed your family cycles. You have surpassed where you have gone before. This lifetime, all of the things that you've learned over the last couple of lifetimes and over the last all of the last 20 years or 30 years, however long you've been on your journey, everything plays into where you're going, and you're able to use all of those experiences, all of those moments, those tiny itty bitty moments, those grand giant just large moments to create your new vision, to create your new cycle, to make sure that you manifest from a place of alignment and of a higher vibration of unconditional love, as opposed to riding the frequency of lower vibrational energy and lower consciousness. You're done with that. You've let it go. The High Priestess knows all, and she uses all that she has learned in order to create a life that is more stable to her. Your emotional stability has never been this way, and I feel like you looking real unfamiliar to a lot of people, even to yourself. It's like stuff that used to bother you, you don't even care anymore, because you see the bigger picture. You see where you're headed, not where you were. And you realize that those experiences were not who you were either. You are a divine being. A divine being. Seven of Cups is clarifying the Page of Swords. So you've been in this space of indecisiveness, and it was like you didn't really know what your truth was, Divine Feminine. And as we move throughout this week, some of you guys are still in this space, but by the end of the week, by the end of this year, baby, you knew who you are. You know who you are. You know what you're going to do. You know how you're going to move. You know what decisions in alignment with you, and you're going to act as such. Once you decide to align with your truth and sit, meditate, and reflect, you'll never be led astray, because you ultimately always know where you are supposed to be going. So this is about you walking away from those moments of your life where you feel like things are not going to work in your favor, where you feel like things are just not for you, and where you feel like, I can't do this. You're now realizing that you can, and you're getting out of that Ten of Swords energy, because I was looking at the bottom of the deck, and this deck says everything is fine. So the Ten of Swords is like, look, you've gone through those experiences, but that's not who you are anymore. It's really not. You're moving in a way that you're unfamiliar to people that you're just unfamiliar right now. You don't have to be indecisive anymore. You don't have to go back and forth. You don't have to wonder about situations. You don't have to wonder about those that you have to let go of. And if it is your twin, and you guys have decided beforehand that y'all weren't going to unite in a romantic way, I feel like some of y'all may have been beating yourself up for that. Like, well, how can I not spend the rest of my life with the person that is me, with my mirror? You are spending the rest of your life with that person. It's a relationship and a connection that goes beyond the human eye, and other people may never understand that, and that is fine. It's not for them to understand, but you understand it, and y'all know. So you no longer need to be in the space of Seven of Cups, because you now know where to move. You now understand and know, and if y'all don't know, you will know by the end of the year, because the truth is coming in. As you meditate, as you reflect, the universe is going to send you signs about what you need to do to fully close this cycle out. And with this energy this week of this solar eclipse and this new moon, guys, this is it. We are here. We are here. You did this. This work is yours. Knight of Swords clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like whenever you receive that message, that energy, or your inner knowing, you align with your truth, and then you act toward your truth. You start building, and you go back to this drawing board, and you start to realize that everything in your life you've created, no matter if it's good or bad. And now you realize that you want to create something different. You want to create something in alignment with your heart. You want to create something that is in alignment with your beauty. So the pentacle that you're working on for this decade, for this upcoming decade, and for this next cycle is nothing to be played with. It is a very broad, this pentacle is beautiful to you and sacred because it's something that you know is your truth, and you also know that it changes the dynamic of your entire lineage. Like, it's nothing small to be played with. The art that you're designing right now, this is what's going to set the tone for the rest of your life and for your grandchildren and your grandchildren's grandchildren. Like, you've changed the lineage of your family. You're creating generational wealth. I said worth and worth. Because of you, the generation of women or divine feminine to follow your lineage will never be in that low vibrational space of not knowing their love and not knowing how to take care of it. The domino effect of what you are doing right now is insane. And it's so beautiful. It's so just intense and just magnificent. It's such a beautiful space to be in. This just reminded me, I work at a school, and my principal this week gave out awards, and the award that she gave me, she gave everyone their own personalized award, and she did little conversations with them, and she gave me the Ripple Effect award because she said, I'm dropping small little pebbles, but sorry guys. So, yeah, anyways, I don't know if I finished it, but yeah, the pebbles that you're dropping are making large ripples within the water. It really is. So the small things you've been doing, the small little deeds, are making giant ripples throughout the lineage of your family name and of your family blood. So this isn't any small work, Divine Feminine. Don't ever play yourself small, or don't ever behave as if what you're doing is not big, because I know I'm guilty of that. Divine Feminine, rise up. You did this work. You earned this title. You've earned this. You've earned all of this. All those scars that you went through. All those long nights of crying. Because I know when I started my spiritual journey, my pillows were covered in tears. My face was always sad. Like, I cried. Because in order for you to get through it, you got to go through it. You got to grow through it. That's what you've done. And because of that, you've made it on the other side. You're done juggling. A lot of the Divine Feminine have been carrying the heartbreak, not only of their selves this lifetime, but of their past lifetimes and of their ancestors and of the weight of the world of their family and everyone. You've carried and juggled the weight of the world so much that your dreams often were put down there. You put yourself last. You cared and honored everyone outside of you so much that what you felt was never put first. You never stood up and did things in alignment from your core, from the heart center truth. And it was always like everything was out of balance in your life, and you no longer feel the need to juggle. Your needs won't be down there. That will be the needs of everyone else. Your needs will be placed up here. It's not saying that you become cold-hearted and you don't help people anymore, but it's like, look, my problems, your problems are not my problems. My problems are my problems, and they're things that I have to heal. In the same way that I walk through them, I can guide you to walk through yours, but I can't do it for you. And Divine Feminine, a lot of us, I say us because me included, have always done things for others. Like if someone came to you with their problems, I don't know about y'all, well I do, because my collective is my collective. They come to you with their problems, you fixing them. I'd be down to the point where if somebody came to me and said they didn't have a job, I would fill out job applications for people. Or if they needed an apartment, I would research apartments, screenshotting them to them as if they couldn't get on Google and do it. And that's just a small scope of things. But it's like, you no longer moving in that space. I know I no longer do. I love people and I will support them. So if they needed me to go with them to do something, of course I would. But I no longer take on the feelings or the journey of others. You can guide others through your own healing and through your own work, Divine Feminine, and that's what you're doing throughout the next cycle. It's like you give people the tips and stuff that you went through or how you got through certain situations, but you're not doing it for them. And you damn sure aren't carrying the emotions of the past or the emotions of those that do not serve you. You're done juggling that kind of energy. You're done being in a space of, I don't know what I need to do. I just don't know if I need to, like, just going back and forth, just constantly juggling and not knowing how to discern between what your feelings were and the feelings of others, or putting other people's needs first, or allowing those that have broke your heart to still come in and to fill you up with poison, because you're only hurting yourself. You don't hurt them by holding on to this. So as you close this cycle out, you're done juggling, you're done putting yourself last, you're done holding on to the heartbreak and the pain of the past cycles. You take those lessons, you take those experiences, you utilize them, but you're done. You're utilizing them to be who you are, to grow and to heal yourself. You've already started doing that, and the cycle of you experiencing things like you experienced in this past cycle is done. You're not going to experience heartbreak like you have before. This isn't to say you're not going to have those sad days, but it's like who you've become. When you're experiencing those difficult times, this is going to be your motto. Everything is fine. It's like, you're like, damn, I've been through way worse. I felt way worse than I feel at this present moment. So therefore, it's time. It was time for you to do this work. It was time for you to heal this. It was time. The Lovers is clarified by the Ace of Wands. I don't even feel like I have anything to say about this. This is a new beginning in love. For those of y'all that are connected with your twin flame, this is it. This is that offer coming into you. For those of you guys that are not connected with the twin flame and it's a soulmate connection or whatever it may be, it's just new beginnings within your connections, new beginnings within yourself, new beginnings within your life. But really, as far as relationships go, the balance that you have within your own body has now given you the opportunity to create a balanced reflection throughout your life. And with the Sun card there, I feel like this is just the energy that you will have surrounding you for the rest of your life. This isn't anything small. This is so grand, and it's no thanks. Only just thanks to you. No thanks to the people that, it's thanks to everybody. I shouldn't even say the word no thanks, so I'm sorry. It's thanks to all experiences and all things, but the biggest part of this was you, because not everybody has decided to take the healing journey and to undergo the things that you're deciding to do. Not everybody in the world has signed up for that, but you have. And because of that, you take your wand, you take your messages, you take the lessons that the divine has taught you, and you move forward in a way that is scary to those around you. They're like, damn, who is she? Who is he? Who is this divine feminine energy, intuitive and all? It's like you know words that people are going to say before they say them. You know what you want to do. You know how people feel. And you know how you feel above everything else, and you honor it in a new way. In a new way. This has been a long time coming, and it's so beautiful, and I'm so glad and grateful that I get to be a part of this Divine Feminine Collective, and that I get to feel the energy shift as we reach the end of this damn decade. So that being said, I'm gonna pull a sacred rebel oracle for us, divine feminine, and then we gonna reach out. I don't know why. Actually, I'm not gonna pull a sacred rebels today. I'm gonna pull from Isis oracle because she's drawing my attention. So I'm gonna reach out to her. Let's see what she has to say. Alana Fairchild be coming through with the messages though. She does. Okay. Isis oracle. What messages do you have for the Divine Feminine Collective? Isis Oracle, what messages do you have for the Divine Feminine? Don't play around love under the love spell. Sorry, I got music playing in the background and I hear Kevin Gates coming in. Fatal Attraction, you haven't heard it, go listen to it. Trying to catch it. Okay. Past life, present power. When the soul is growing in service to humanity, in service to the great feminine and her call that all beings be healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. What did I say? Oh my goodness. You are currently integrating past life abilities and you are guided by the Oracle of Past Life, Present Power to be open to shifting internally and in your experience of your own levels of power and spiritual ability. Talents, abilities, and powers wish to be restored to you now from past incarnations. This will help your path. You will often be able to recognize this because you will feel some instant fascination or deep interest for a culture, philosophy, heritage, or even place on earth or beyond, which is deeply compelling. This is your intuitive recognition that a part of your soul connected with this passionate interest is being drawn into integration. At such times, there can be emotions, feelings, and even phobias or fears that temporarily arise. You may find your taste for food and clothing and your sleep or other habits change quickly and noticeably for a time. These can all be signs that a past life energy is being integrated. Once it is digested into your current incarnation, you will feel more like yourself again, but in an expanded and more whole way. You will feel like you are more of yourself, more stable, more full, and more at home in your own being. It is a lovely state of being to enjoy, which makes any ups and downs in the integration process more bearable. This oracle brings specific guidance that some of these past gifts from other incarnations are associated with ancient Egypt and civilizations connected with ancient Egypt, earthly and beyond, including some star civilizations such as Sirius and the Pleiades. Look for symbols, books, crystals, or colors that interest you and pay attention to your dreams. If it is helpful to be conscious of any issues around the past life skills returning to you now, you will become aware of them so that they can be acknowledged, accepted, and released. Often when integration is occurring, people who have been connected to you in such lifetimes become a more prominent part of your life. It is possible that they will remain thus, or that as the integration happens and you continue to grow, some of those relationships will fall away as you have completed the karmic healing and integration of the energies associated with the past life, distilled the golden gift, and are ready to move on. This may take weeks, months, or in some cases years. The ritual below, however, will help facilitate the process with some more efficiency, but you must trust in your timing for such matters as your own soul is guiding you through the process and knows exactly what it is doing. To enable this soul awakening to occur, purification and time to assimilate the healing is required. You can accomplish this through rest, time, and nature, prayer that your power be exercised with love and mercy, and a willingness to be guided by the Divine Mother, Lady Isis, who loves you unconditionally. Use the prayer of past life present below and the healing ritual whenever you intuitively feel you need it. Also know that it is wonderful as it sounds to receive past life power and ability, it is not always without challenge. We often need to be fluid, to be willing to be fluid in our understanding and experiences of ourselves. We need to be open to reframing our idea of ourselves as more spiritually connected, more powerful, and more responsible for our light on this earth. That can be confronting at times. We often have to let go of any fear or disappointment we suffered in the relevant past life before the gift can be restored to us in a useful way in this lifetime. You can rest assured that anything you need to know in order to heal will come to your awareness. You may or may not see the whole picture, and if you do not, then it is not necessary for healing. We are always given more than enough to be able to heal. It is just a matter of being attentive, and aware of what is happening right before us in our lives, and realizing that if we follow any pain, we will find what needs healing. Then the gift hidden within the pain can be released. The oracle of the past life present power also indicates that gift found in our healing will be past life talents and abilities. As with all spiritual instruction contained in this oracle as a whole, The Lady Isis will watch over you and assist you with the process once you ask her in unconditional love. All right, guys, we're going to go to our healing. Close your eyes and visualize or sense a wheel-like structure with many spokes, like the wheel of a bicycle, but made of light. Imagine that you are at the center of the wheel, where the spokes meet. There's a vast circle of light that forms the outer section of the wheel, and this represents the boundaries of your soul. The light around the outside grows bright and luminous gold until it begins to overflow, flowing as pure light along all the spokes of the wheel, sending light into the center. From your peaceful position at the center of the wheel, you notice that certain spokes are beginning to glow more strongly than others. Allow yourself to open your heart and receive the light from the spokes of the wheel, representing different lifetimes, flowing as a golden light into the center of the wheel. Rest with this and say aloud, I now call back to me, through unconditional love and grace, all past life skill and ability that can assist me in my high destiny. I pray for mercy and compassion as I grow in wisdom and ability. Help me now, beloved Isis, who loves me unconditionally, to experience this process easily and exercise its effects with love and mercy. Of my own free will, so be it. The light of the spokes glows strong and flows to you in the center, into your heart as pure golden light. You will receive the perfect amount of light that will feed your soul. You may feel a lot of sensation or not much at all, and either is fine. Just allow your process to be as it is and know it is happening. Finally, see, sense, or feel the entire wheel filled with light, turning and flowing in its own natural way, with you at the center, feeling the vastness of you. When you are ready, just open your eyes. Your incantation is, I call back to me, through unconditional love and grace, the past life energy that fills this situation in place. Let my past and present life ability help me reach my highest destiny. I call for clarity, insight, and peace, a place of empowerment I now reach. Wow, Divine Feminine. Such powerful energy. I'm so grateful to be a part of this collective. Thank you so much for all of your support. I love you guys. Please make sure you like this video. Namaste.